I have no idea who that is.
Who is that?
I bet you someone just walked in off the street through the front door and someone's giving them a tour
This is
right now.
real?
Can I just open the door to show these people this room?
Oh yeah, come on in.
For sure, yeah.
Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and it shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Maggie Heath, babe, and it keeps it out of sight. You know when that shark bites.
The most favorite room in the house, it really depends on who you speak to, because every one of these rooms has a story. Every one of these rooms somebody's touched.
I think we're actually in my favorite room of the house.
Probably, my favorite room is probably the animal house, or animal room, I should say. Animal house occasionally.
I lived here the first semester of my sophomore year as a single, which was unheard of at the time, and it's unheard of really going back decades.
When we were sophomores, there were 4 of us, and it was just an open room, and we got it as a quad.
Considering how many brothers have been in this house and how many people have lived here, the brotherhood has actually respected the house pretty well.
I think the spot that everyone probably remembers is the place we're in right now, the bell tower. You might bring your favorite girlfriend up here. Some crazy brothers have attempted to actually make that leap onto the next roof and actually made it once.
You know, between working and cleaning in other rooms and hanging out in different parts, the house has incredible variety in character.
I've met people here from 18 to 80, and the thing that unites us all is this building and this experience.
Preserving this house is so important to me because this is such a special case in Troy. When I say the house, I don't just mean the physical house, but our community here.
I believe in preserving our history, as obviously preserving Alpha Tau's history, preserving parts of Troy's history, parts of the Gilded Age history.
Something that's built this well and this nicely, obviously there's a lot of things that need to get done that will take a lot of money, but it's worth it to me.
Just the description, I mean, it's one word, and it covers so many different things, from fraternity, community, growing up. I mean, God, how much did all of us grow up in the 3 years that, you know, most of us as sophomores came down here, pledged, and then graduated. You turned into the person you're today because of the people who lived here, but the people who lived here chose to live here because of this freaking amazing building.
The goal of what we're doing right now, this project, the work parties, all this hard labor and fundraising that we're doing, is to bring the house back to be a community asset. Not just for our house, not just for the brothers of Pi Kappa Phi, but for all alumni of RPI, to be a community asset when we need something to bring us together. We need some time to fundraise, get a viable business plan going. And all of that's in the works, but we need some time to do it.
If you're able, it's, you know, it sounds a little hokey, but it's a good cause. It preserves the house, it preserves our brotherhood.
Because there's a lot of things that we cannot do ourselves. We really need professional work.
It's a bit of an opportunity to be able to bring it up to speed without having to work around school schedules or other financial constraints or individual ROMs trying to do what they can to keep it working. Now we can really fix it to what it should be.
Though down the road, the expectation is we're not going to be coming here for projects. I can't wait for the day that there's a billiards table in here and a scotch cabinet over in the corner.
If I end up talking to a resident of Troy who grew up here, when I mention that I'm part of the castle, they immediately snap and they treat me like I'm like their nephew or something. They automatically are just so much warmer and kinder to me, and they say, oh my God, I have great memories there. I've had much older women talk about memories that I don't really want to hear about there.
Anything but clothes is my favorite party theme. People get creative. Trash bag dresses were one of my favorites.
The snow pants or no pants. The directions are in the name.
I have to say, Rally Day was actually epic.
Rally Day party was the one.
I can tell you when there's hundreds of people dancing, the kitchen ceiling was bouncing.
No, it's not a thing. Tunes and Brew.
Tunes and Brew. Oh, by the way, Ted Trella, where are you, Ted? Ted used to make all of our t-shirts, which I think I finally had to retire. I'd worn them out. This is a challenge to the rest of my graduating class from 1979. That's you, Jackson Jambrone. That's you, Charlie Moore. Your other mother needs your help. Please get involved. Please find a way to either participate in a work party, contribute, in all things stay engaged, because the future of the house, this building, depends on it.
Castle really symbolizes the community in our fraternity. This is our castle, this is our home, this is our anchor no matter where brothers move to. Whether you live in Europe, in California, or if you still live in Troy, this is our anchor. This is where we all come from and where we all passed through.
It symbolizes the brotherhood experience that I had in the fraternity. I made friends, became lifelong friends.
You know, it's coming back and meeting guys from different decades, literally, and eras. And not only hearing their stories, but understanding that there's this camaraderie that is all associated with all what you went through, whether it was RPI, your scholastics, the trials and tribulations, living downtown Troy, or living in this incredible building.
Two most important things are the places you've been and the people you meet. And this place had them both. For those of us who were far from home, this was your alma mater, your other mother, and it really was a great place. What else can you do 40 years ago that you're talking about it with passion today, other than your kids, your parents, stuff that's family? This is family. It's your other mother.
It's our responsibility to preserve, maintain, and share this place.
We hope you'll support with what you can
To preserve this place that is special to us all.
Help us keep the home of Pi Kappa Phi Alpha Tau
In the hands of our brotherhood.
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 For future generations.